you'd like that. Like I said, this is why I said I need this sticker.
That's fair.
I love that.
Is any of the shenanigans going through my microphone?
No.
Okay. Guys. An attempt was made.
Did you boop the floof?
Nope.
Brave, that is you as a
Doll.
little. Tell me
Was
that's
it-
not you as a little girl.
See, this is funny because never would have worn that dress. God, that was ugly. But
No, I meant you. I meant the little girl thing.
oh yeah, no. When I was still really small, I used to point with my middle finger until my mom was like, "No, you can't do that."
I love that meme. I love that so much.
The Beastie Boys didn't fight for your right to party, so y'all could drink White Claw.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, I think we're
Is
just
our
waiting on-
wizard gonna show up today? Is that a thing that's gonna happen?
No, he's not coming in today because he had a family emergency. He let me know like 4 hours ago that he's not going to be here.
Okay.
It's all good. Hope it goes well though.
And
Let me know what-
Leon is working, so she's not going to be here.
My fur baby's right now just lounging about while I'm about to act like a fool tonight.
I mean, mine are doing something similar. I have.
He says it's an act.
Excuse me?
I mean,
I never said it was an act. For me, it's not an act.
There we go.
I mean,
All right.
I'm sure North would agree, but
Yeah, with my
Look,
other,
look, that's beside the point.
with my other campaign.
I love your roommates so much. I really do.
With my other game, Inky was drunk, yelling at the moon.
That sounds accurate.
Interesting. We got to try to do that in this campaign.
We have somebody has to get read off of his game so he can get in here.
Well,
I've spent like the past significant amount of time last night putting in a labyrinth map for you guys tomorrow. I love a good labyrinth.
Who doesn't love a good labyrinth?
Especially
Yeah, right?
Especially if David Bowie's involved.
Should put him in. If one of you wears pants, like that would make me happy.
Who says Inky's wearing pants?
I'm just
I don't assume any
saying-
of you are wearing anything unless you say specifically what you're wearing.
Oh no, your campaign, you guys are like actually, reasonable law-abiding citizens. The other Underdark campaign, I'm like, yeah, so all of you are in the same timeline. That's
fun.
been known this whole time. Except with them, I'm like, you guys might get into the whole like, crazy evil like later on. But I love you guys. But you're not the like save the world kind of party.
No, I'm the crash through the walls. I'm going to break shit kind of.
You guys are the save the world kind of party. My other party with the healing ceiling lizard, like fucking 2 drow, a kobold, a tiefling who communes with demons, and
an imp trying to get everybody to smoke.
An imp trying to get everyone to smoke and gamble, and then.
It's brought to you by Raise Energy Drinks. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to help push your workout and focus in general to the very next level. They boast clean energy, max recovery, and insane focus, with flavors like Baja Lime, Voodoo, Galaxy Burst, Sour Gummy Worms, and Grape Bubblegum that taste amazing amazing. I truly do recommend this product. Check them out at the link below and in the video description or in my link tree. Use code Sterling at checkout to receive 15% off your purchase.
But Cross Sterling, I actually told North about the comment that you made about our little wood elf artificer, and you making the quip. Are you turning her into Tiny Tina? And she approved. She loves that. She loves that. She loves that little girl in Borderlands. And who
To be fair,
doesn't?
when it came down to, okay, you guys have a small child on the ship now. What is her goal in life? I was playing Borderlands 2 while I was deciding this, and I was like, Tiny Tina, it is.
I mean, you could have probably found some way to turn her into a tiny child version of Mr. Torg.
Oh, that would have been awful. Hilarious, but awful.
Oh, is something not exploding?
There.
Oh my. What's her last name? Wellington.
I still love the fact that I still love the fact that Mr. Satan's voice actor for the English dub of DBZ is that voice, and it freaking fits.
Okay, so my bard made a promise to a bugbear that she wouldn't let anything happen to him. You know what happened?
What's that?
They stomped his head in and stole the crown.
Damn.
That's how you do it. Alright, we are just waiting on Red. I think, maybe.
Didn't you say that he wasn't going to be able to show up because of a family emergency, or?
No, that's Xhoaras, the wizard.
Wizard. I cannot wait to force you.
So, what's up?
So, after this, can we visit Inky's family? You know, all 11 people.
That's up to y'all.
Did you basically make her the female version of Brock, minus flirting with every man that she sees?
Pretty much.
There he is.
Her grandma likes to take in strays.
Yeah, who has phasmophobia?
Players that I believe that aren't here tonight.
I do. Joey does. Moon does. Wolf does.
Well, next time you guys play,
Baracus
I want to
does.
play.
I have a stack of 50,000 games I have yet to complete. I don't need to add new ones.
What game
Oh,
is
we
this?
just like it because it's group.
Phasmophobia.
It's
I'm
like
curious about playing that.
it's
Hey,
just fun because it's a group horror, and we like being dumbasses together.
We all like to be scared together.
Somebody, can
Oh,
somebody
and
send
it's
me
horror,
the
so no thanks.
Twitch link?
Oh. I was like, like everybody has. Wait, just go up to the Twitch. It's right there, under the live tab.
For live?
Yeah, the Twitch live tab. It's literally right there.
I was actually playing Among Us last night with somebody from a Discord server that I'm actually friends with on Twitch, or not Twitch, TikTok. It's actually kind of fun.
Okay, I'm sending it to a friend of mine.
Oh, I had to call Kayla out for TikTok today.
What'd you do?
Oh, it's that new trend where it's like the one song where like they're doing the jump dance back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But the statement to it was going to steal all my man's hoodies because it's hoodie season.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Every time.
That is known as the girlfriend tax, and you shall submit to the hoodie theft or
Oh, I
perish.
have.
Haha! My wife is bigger than me, so she can't steal my hoodies.
Wow, that's hurtful. Why would you say that?
I mean, being single,
It's been a running joke for 8 years now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being single, I wouldn't know.
Why you gotta bring all else down? Shut up, Juvenile.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring.
I'll
I'm not
just
bringing
take
y'all down.
whoever's
Just stating a
hoodies.
fact.
I'll just take whoever's hoodies. I'm not gonna let being single stop my hoodie theft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Yeah, but
better give me something in exchange for
yeah. Give her a date, mother. I'm just saying.
Better could be something, at least.
All right, are we ready to die, everyone?
Mom,
You know it.
Woo!
I
Dying
mean-
time.
I mean, Bella, if I ever come up to Wisconsin, I'll bring one of my hoodies for you to have.
Yep,
Aw.
and then make it and have a happily ever after. Hot damn! I
is
like that
is Red
so much.
like the official D&D matchmaker?
Yeah.
Red is Red the official D&D matchmaker?
I think that's a
Ugh.
thing now.
Let's do it.
Uh,
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Are we ready to run their advertisements?
I already ran the advertisement just because we were all talking. I was like, you know what? Advertisement real quick. We'll just run that.
Yeah.
Get that out of the
Energy
way.
drinks.
I'll be
All I
right
see
back.
is you rubbing your hands together. I'm scared now.
Wah. I've had a migraine for the last 3 days, so like storytelling has been like the last thing on my mind. So
Is that your energy drink?
No, that's me. I'm opening up a Colt 45.
I am
Guys,
I am
he's dipping into the product! He's dipping into the product!
I am literally waiting 2 days until I can go buy some more because my check hasn't dropped yet, and I'm kind of mad.
Ah.
Or wait, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's when my check drops, and then I'll order more. Okay. So, in the last session, the party met outside of the party ended up meeting together outside the lavish chateau after a performance by the Ruby of the Sea. Asa and Cyrus were being chased by guards after reasons. And Inky, making a quick decision, led the guards in the other direction. You guys met up and eventually went down to the Restless Wharf to the Glisteners Guild, where you were having a contract being filled out by the gentleman. A shady, not so shady underworld boss kind of guy. You guys get your contract, which is a real simple pickup and delivery. You pick up a package from the clerics in the Mother's Lighthouse and deliver them to a location in Xhoaras that will be determined once you pick up the items. You guys rest for the night and head out to the Mother's Lighthouse the next morning, where 2 guards are standing outside of broken doors on the Mother's Lighthouse. The guards are not typical Nicodranus guards, but are instead members of the Cerberus Assembly who were investigating. Cross with a Nicholas with quick conviction convinced them not to raise suspicion, and they ended up leaving. You guys began to investigate the lighthouse, and strange plans began to come to life and attack you guys. Only with a handful of funny mistakes, you guys expertly took care of the plants and are now on your way, or are now waiting in the room to head up the stairs to potentially where the cleric would be. And that is where we're starting.
All right. So immediately after the fight is over, I turn and look over at our bard, whose name in this game is Cyrus.
Sirius the Third.
Okay, I look at Cyrus. I look over at the cat. I look back at Cyrus, and I cross my arms and tilt my head a little. And I goes, "Would you like to explain what's going on?"
Can I turn back into a cat?
It will,
I know it takes a minute, but
yes, you begin the process while this conversation is happening.
thank you.
I can see her hacking up a hairball.
It is not a pleasant experience to watch a shifter transform. Like you see like bones breaking and shrinking and muscles start to dislocate and be put back into place. It's not pleasant to watch, but about
Is
a
that
minute
what it looks like?
about a minute
Okay.
passes, her form shrinks down to the size of about the size of a small minx.
Is that what it looks like when I wild shape? I think he's just
No,
saying this out
wild
loud.
shapes magic.
Yeah, wild shape is less painful to watch.
It's different style of magic. Gotcha.
I'm still sitting there tapping my foot.
I remember my butt where I got slapped. I'm talking to HR about this.
That's the next conversation. First, we'll deal with the first problem.
I mean, look, she looks like she needed a little bit of a pick-me-up, and what better inspiration than a good old hand on the ass? It was a compliment. If you didn't like it,
Serious. First, you ask permission, and you just don't run up and randomly slap Inky.
what?
Bite
Haven't
his
you,
hand for misogyny.
what? Haven't you ever seen those sports ball games? The teams are always doing that to each other.
I bite his hand for misogyny twice.
You see Leon just come over to the bard, and Leon stands about a foot taller than you, and just looks
Ha.
looks straight down at you. He's like, "No."
Henry Crabgrass would like some words with you.
And I look back at Sirius. It's like, well, first, I guess there's another member of our party, and what is her name?
I don't think I've told you.
Well,
I don't think I've told anyone.
and then I look back at Sirius and like, I'm also laughing at the cat biting at him. I look back at him, and again, you ask, we're not a sports ball team, and next time you're going to have a long meeting with the HR department. If
Well, yeah,
Leon
but-
doesn't slap you first.
What are you talking about, sir?
Well, yeah, but we are a team, so it still counts, and we have a ball when we are in combat.
Rondo, if you did not forget, during the middle of the last battle, he just ran over and inappropriately made contact with Inky's posterior.
Hey,
Sir,
hey,
sir, the A is silent.
Huh?
The A is silent.
Okay, sorry.
Rondo.
Rondo.
Yes.
Rondo, sorry.
Rondo.
Rondo. I got to get my rolling R's there, but Rondo, our new compatriot made inappropriate contact with Inky's posterior, and we can't have that going on in a group like ours.
well,
We
hey,
get a
look,
bad name.
Where are my soccer cards? I need those right now.
hey,
Uncivilized.
well, hey,
Alright, so,
look, well, hey,
we
look,
gonna
in a situation like that, I've always learned it's best to forgive and forget and to turn the other cheek.
so we
Well, you slapped my other cheek, but I digress.
But again,
If I
do
put my
apologize.
mind to it, can I take a finger off?
Roll an attack roll and add your strength modifier.
Wait, is she doing this to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother!
Dude, she's been nomming on your hand for like the last 3 minutes.
Oh, well, I haven't noticed.
You're about to.
There's so much going on, I didn't even know.
Yeah, so that's a +2. Am I proficient in that?
For biting, yes, you would be proficient in this.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
sweet.
I'm gonna swat her away. Just be like, bad kitty, bad kitty.
Hold on.
Get the,
Okay, so that's
water.
a
get the-
+4.
Get the water.
All right, 11.
Doesn't even hit me. My armor class is 14.
It's your hand.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 17.
Yeah, even with its hand, it's like a 13. Your natural AC is a 10.
Does that mean that I can just take the end of it off?
You go to bite his hand, and as your fangs like start to go into his hand, he pulls his hand away, and he's like, "Ow! No, no, no!"
No, bad kitty.
There's-
Should I do I need to get the spray bottle?
There's a little blood trickling from your hand, Cirrus, but apart from that, there's no real damage.
Well, I
Fine,
think Sirius.
I'm gonna start doing the cat thing and climb his leg.
Serious,
Oh
I
my
think
god, you
you've-
got me snorting.
I think you've learned your lesson here. So, do we want to span out and search this floor before we head upstairs?
Yeah, it would seem so. No need to get cheeky anymore.
Speaking of cheeks, mine is still sore.
I walk over to our new Fluffy, and I'm like, I kneel down. Well, I am Nicholas. It is a pleasure to have you, and hold my hand out as if to shake hands in a business fashion.
I look very confused.
Very well then.
And then I go and open my pouch and pull out a ration and go, "Ni Bobby Nibiwa."
Now I look offended.
And hunger.
I can't fucking see his hand either.
No, you can't.
But you could definitely smell the ration I'm holding out to you, as I said.
Yeah, but then
as I
you
give the
insulted me.
No, I gave you the universal greeting. Nibabe Nibiwa.
How is that the universe? I speak the language you speak.
We've drawn a wheat minivan.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Nicholas is saying this and holding out the ration, the two ravens come down and steal the ration out of your hand.
That's reasonable. They do that.
What? It's the universal greeting.
I think no.
I'm just
Well,
gonna.
Nicholas,
All right, let's see what we can find. And I look at and I go. I guess we're splitting the treasure additional share now.
What treasure?
When we get paid for all this, let's just search this place.
I'm gonna go sniff round. I'd say look around, but I don't look.
I will say that Leon is just gonna look around and start casting produce flame on vines. Make sure there's nothing else.
I got a 19 on my investigate.
Okay.
Do some of these vines look like they're still alive and intact and everything like that? Like, do some of these vines have thorns on them?
There are vines with thorns. There are vines with just leaves. There's some pretty flowers on them. It's just it's like a multitude of magic happened here. Like there's just wildlife growing up out of the ground right now.
Serge is gonna take out his knife and try to harvest some of these vines. I've got a good idea for later.
All right.
Is it a good idea or is it your idea?
So yeah, you said there's flowers and roses and stuff on that.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Depending on which sections you look at, there are some roses. There are some what look like flowers with 5 petals that have long stalks coming out of the middle. I can't think of what flower I'm thinking of. I know what the image is. I can't think of the name of it.
Are you thinking of lilies?
Possibly.
No.
I really cannot think of the name of it. I can see the picture in my head though, but I cannot think of the name of it.
Is it poisonous?
Yes, very.
Thistles? I don't know.
No, not thistles. No.
Those flowers we get at Christmas time that if your pet eats it, they die?
Oh!
Yeah, those hollies, I think.
Wreaths.
Poinsettias.
That word.
Wreaths?
Yeah, they look like those.
All right. I look like I may be considering eating grass. I'm thinking about it.
You have upset tummy?
Serge is gonna try to harvest a few of the vines. Maybe some of them for the thorns and one of them for the whip in general. This is a good idea.
Okay.
I was trying to read that. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Okay. You go ahead and roll a nature check for that.
All right, nature check.
Your investigation check with the 19.
One.
Yeah. Okay. So the investigation for the 19, Nicholas. You're looking through the vines, and as you're looking through, Leon is casting produce fire and throwing fireballs at these, letting them burn down and wilt. You're not seeing much. You see some of the old bookcases that were hidden behind these bushes from what was just on this main floor. There are some bookshelves over on the right side of this room. The left side pretty much had nothing except for the staircase. As the flames begin to burn those vines as well, you guys really do see nothing in here except for the handful of bookshelves and a couple places to sit. There's not really much in here. It was a very simple altar to the Wild Mother.
Oh, cool. Can I sniff for Wild Mom's opinion? Like if she thought this was a good idea or if this is an abomination?
She is not pleased about plants being burned like this, but she's happy that her shrine is being cleared out.
Oh no, the general plant monsters, like those weren't her idea.
No, they were definitely not her idea. That is very
Awesome.
much a different monster.
So, abomination it is.
Well, I don't see much else. Did any of you others see anything?
Okay. Investigation.
Yeah, these vines aren't even salvageable. And I had such a good pickup line when I get a crossbow.
You were able to. When you went to go cut one of the vines, it kind of just started shriveling in your hand. You couldn't gather anything from it.
Darn.
Arondo, yeah, you don't see much either.
Orlando.
As the flames took everything, you again just see the bookshelf and the altar. That was pretty much everything down on this bottom floor.
Where's the altar?
It
At the back?
It'd be over here under these vines.
Gonna go up to the altar and give Wild Mom a quick little cat prayer, because Wild Mom is like, you alive?
Wild Mom is stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Guess we better go up the stairs. Huzzah!
All right. You guys begin to climb the stairs. Asa, you don't notice anything because it doesn't smell like anything. You smell burning plant matter.
Yep.
And you're just gonna keep walking up this spiral staircase. Everybody else who is following the cat,
I'm following.
this spiral staircase just keeps going, and going, and going. There is no second floor. There is no third floor. This building is about 50 feet tall, and there's no second floor, no third floor, no fourth floor. It's just the bottom floor and the top floor, and a big ass staircase.
I think this is how staircases feel for me.
Pretty much, they just go on forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the cat up.
Oh no, you don't.
Hang on, Kitty, before you delete my face. I'm going to keep you from bumping into the walls, okay? Here, you can get him a backpack. Take some of my shoulders, do whatever. Just don't delete my face.
Go ahead and roll.
But I have birds for that.
Hold on. Go ahead and roll a persuasion to put her in the bag.
Come on, Kitty, get in the bag.
And also, I need an insight check.
From her? Or from me?
From her. I need an insight from Asa.
Persuasion.
Okay, either way, you get scratched.
Stop! No, Kitty, no! I need that skin too.
And let me fix.
Kitty.
Let me
Conjure
fix Inky real quick.
Also, out of character, Asa, I noticed the token for your character. Why do they look like? Why am I getting like vibes of Aisha from Outlaw Star when I'm looking at your character token?
Because Wolf hasn't drawn one for me yet.
Oh, that's fair. I'm not hating on it. Aisha was awesome.
I do like the big ears though.
Okay. This is what you guys are seeing on the top floor as you guys get here. There are a group of vines blocking your path, and these vines have very sharp thorns that are just jutting out, like blocking the pathway.
Have the birds stopped me before I walk into them?
You are a little bit behind with Inky and everybody who after basically getting assaulted.
Fucking stop that.
Please, Kitty, don't hurt me.
Scritches Kitty behind the ear.
Leon's gonna come up and just draw his sword and start hacking at vines and clearing the path. $16? Yeah. It takes him a few seconds and the vines clear up.
Is that a chasm or just shadows?
That is a break in the floor.
Well, best of luck to me, I guess.
This could be interesting.
Will the birds stop me before I don't know, die of floor?
For the most part. For the most part, yes.
The fall won't kill you. It's a sudden landing.
Oh wait, no, I'm a cat. I'll probably be fine.
It's 50 feet. I mean,
Have you not seen cats get thrown out of like buildings? And
you
just
will
kinda
land. You will land on your feet. It will hurt.
Yeah, but like cats are very elastic.
She's not wrong.
We'll bounce
I know.
back.
I know. I'm like, I have my own cat, and yeah.
Yeah, it's all good though.
All right, so
Ow.
smells really foresty for a tower.
Mm-hmm.
There it goes.
It's me poured off Xhoaras and
Can I sniff my way to the priest?
all right. You do not. No, perception check first
Okay.
before I say anything else after that.
Let's all perceive. Hey! I smell priest.
You
Six
do.
did what?
You do smell the priest. Up to the north, you smell what you assume to be old lady. It's very dry and musty and smells like close to death.
Ew.
You know the smell you have when you go into your grandma's house? That.
Ben Gay and mothballs.
Basically.
Hey. Ew.
Ugh.
Ew.
It's not a pleasant smell. But Asa,
I'm making upset cat face.
Asa definitely smells the priest.
Haha.
You guys notice that Asa points in a direction toward where the priest is, and there, basically crucified by vines, arms held out, being wrapped up in vines, head hanging down, is this elderly clerical. Is this old cleric just being hung there by vines?
Is he alive?
You'd have to get closer to find out.
All right, I'm going to get closer and try to kind of avoid the crack in the floor.
Okay, go ahead, make a dexterity check.
All right.
There's a crack in the floor.
Mm.
Okay, you managed to avoid most of the cracks.
I don't know why I did it twice. I didn't hear the sounds of it. Either way.
You managed to avoid most of the cracks. You do step into one crack and almost twist your ankle, but you're able to recover from it relatively quickly.
Okay. All right, so I just kind of get up, go a little bit closer to said cleric.
All right.
And again, like I said,
Before you get that close, you get to about here when you start to notice the vines start to wiggle around.
ooh, that's not good.
No, not good at all. I'm gonna
Okay.
go right here, I think. Take a place.
All right. As
Do you want to be concerned? Because then I'll uncat.
Sirius just
Like-
kind of
yeah, Sirius, like, he notices the vines and stops.
Do you make an undignified squeak though?
No, it's just kind of a caution where hands on the sword, and I just kind of turn over to Inky. I think this might be your expertise. You're a druid, right?
Yes.
As you're saying this, though, does a 25 hit? I'm sorry.
Yes, a 25 hits.
Okay. You take...
That was
You
an undignified screech. I'm gonna uncat.
You are now constricted, and you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, is it?
Hang on a
Wait,
minute.
wait, how much bludgeoning damage?
11.
Oh, son of a. All right, bludgeoning damage. And, I'm just, as it's like, I'm just kind of just like, oh, can't you at least wait till the second date?
I smell dying, Bard.
Momentarily.
This does not bard well for me.
Okay, you are essentially grappled.
Oh. Am I the only one that caught that one?
Yes, now continue.
Yeah, we caught it. I'm ignoring him because he is the bard, and that's this is his trope. Unfortunately, in this campaign, he's not taking divine punishment every time he makes a bad pun.
Yet.
This is the trope, so I'm allowing this for now.
Vicious
Well,
mockery
I'll
is
have
great
to-
for puns.
I'll have to ask if Raven Mom appreciates the puns.
Raven Mom does not appreciate the puns, but not her problem either.
I don't know. This is a freaking sacked temple. Does Wild Mom not appreciate the puns in the face of, I don't know, desecrated shrine?
So essentially, this is a creature that's grappled me.
Yes.
What does this creature look like?
Bad.
All you are seeing is vines that have just creeped out. But now that it's got you constricted, you feel these sharp thorns start to bleed into your skin.
Oh, it's got teeth.
Oh boy. Well, now that we, before we get a hold of ourselves, I must say I do have to quite admire your quite divine grip. I've always been a fan of botany. So as a botany fan and a fan of nature in general, would you mind if you let me go, please? Oh.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh God.
The hell? Where's my character?
This is
Rolling initiative.
I don't wanna.
Hey, wait, am I still downstairs or?
That's
we
an
still
8.
We went upstairs. We're on a new map.
I got a 7. I got a rock.
So appropriate for after Halloween.
Right.
Nicholas, it's you and me, man.
Let's do this. Why did I spit in my hands?
I just want to know, how did I become a responsible one in this campaign?
Well,
you
you
the
took
bard?
that role. I'm a cat.
I actually was trying to approach within a cautious distance.
How is running up to it a cautious distance?
I was walking up, and keyword on that one, trying.
Yes, but yet again, the bard learns what happens when he doesn't ask consent first. He gets eaten by vine monsters.
Look, let's argue about that later. We've got a Briar engagement right now.
No.
This is when we let you get eaten.
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your cow!
Okay, there's the official turn order.
Oh, and I'm on the bottom. Good lord, what is up with me rolling low on initiative?
All right,
It's
Nicholas.
because you're being grappled by a plant.
I mean, in general, it was like it's in the last campaign or session.
It's the puns, probably.
This is punishment.
Not you two.
Listen here.
I'll
listen
feed
here.
you to the vines next.
Listen here. None of that. None of that. Your Frank is in another castle.
Oh my god.
I am so sorry for all 2 of our listeners that had to hear that.
Don't worry. He's gonna be passing on.
I'm sure they're both rolling their eyes now.
All right, I'm gonna run back over there, and I will let loose a bolt of flaming energy. This bolt of flaming energy is brought to you by Ray's energy drinks.
All right, firebolt.
Yep, 18 for fire damage.
Okay, it takes 4 fire damage. Doesn't seem to loosen its grip, but
Hey, I poked it. All right, I'm done.
You go poke it.
oh wait, no, you're kidding me. That's hilarious.
What?
What?
Did I set it on fire?
No, you did not actually. It the fire doesn't seem to hurt it as much as you thought it did.
Okay.
Wait, you're telling me this eats fire? That's like the one thing to kill plants.
Wait. Is
I'm getting
Would
this
my-
strange, this is a new shambling mound kind of
I
vibe.
was about to ask, is this a shambling mound?
No,
No, then it would be lightning, but
No.
no. If you guys want to know what this is an assassin vine.
it's in the turn order.
Asa, it is your turn.
Alright.
I just didn't realize it was resistant to fire. That's hilarious. Oh, that changes what Leon's gonna do then.
15,
That hits.
16 radiant, and the next attack against it has advantage.
Boom, damage. Alright.
And I would like to, I don't get slightly less close to it, but not too far away. So I'll go like here.
All right. You take a few steps back. The assassin vine is gonna take its next turn. It can actually not do anything. It can't attack.
Because it ate the bard.
Yeah, it can only constrict one person at a time. But it can do a 15-foot square of entangling vines. Draw a shape. It's going to put it. It just saw the guiding bolt come from you, so it's gonna just.
That's more than I saw.
I mean, that is true.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it's 15 feet. Okay. All right, so that is now difficult terrain.
Oh.
At the beginning of your next turn, you must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained.
What's strength?
Strength. Yep.
Jesus. Oh wait, restrained would actually be okay.
Or I'm sorry, you need to make that now, and it's another check to escape. So DC 13.
Alright, strength save. Please be strong. Hey!
You are not restrained. That is all the assassin vine can do, because it actually cannot move.
It's because it ate the bard.
No, I mean it literally has no movement. Oh, it has 5 feet of movement. Never mind, it's 5 feet. Like 4.
All part of my plan.
Do we hear this from inside the vine? Like, whoop.
Nope.
Wait, I imagine my head is still.
Yeah, you're not being like being eaten at the moment, but yeah. Okay, Xhoaras. How many spell slots do you have left, sir? Oh, fine.
He went through a lot.
Okay, I actually got to go on to D&D Beyond for his character sheet because he doesn't have anything on Roll20.
You know, this kind of makes me think of those wise toads.
Fucking wise toads, man.
He did go through a lot of spells though. That's what you got. Still got 2 of those slots left. And 1 of those slots left. Okay. That'll work. He is gonna go ahead and cast Sapping Sting. Yep, there we go. Yep, Sapping Sting. So the Assassin Vine needs to make a Constitution check. And he passes with a natural 20. Because today's the day I'm rolling good.
Today, you're rolling good on frickin' Saturday.
No, I mean, like, literally my last 3 rolls have been, like, 16, 19, 20. On Saturday, I just had a lot of really big monsters to hit with.
Is that a roll to hit attack, Sterling?
No, that was the Constitution from, Constitution check from Sapping Sting.
Okay, but, is Sapping Sting a roll to hit?
No, it's not.
Okay, then that's still out there.
No, it's literally like, I'm going to hurt you, and if you pass, nothing happens. It's one of those.
Okay, just, yeah, because advantage only applies to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Right.
I swear, I'm going to level up. When I level up, I'm going to go into Bard and become a Disney princess.
Alright, that is all Xhoaras can do. Sir Arando.
Eldritch Blast. Well, hold on. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey!
Nat 20.
I'd take the 5 and the 4.
It's so good that it.
Wait, what? Dueling
What?
style? Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, let me uncheck.
So that's 9 points of force damage. Good damage, good damage.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else for you, sir?
I would put range on. Yeah, range on. We'll see.
Alright, what are you doing?
No, nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
you're done. Okay.
Ow.
Alright, Leon's turn. Yeah, you can't. He can get to there.
Oh, this is roll 20. I was like, what the hell's that noise coming?
Yeah, the music is roll 20. Leon.
Did Leon go through the square of death?
That was an easy enough jump that he could. It was only 5 feet. Yeah, with a 15 that passes.
1, 2, 3. Then don't you have to jump, jump, jump?
Oh wait, the vines. Yeah, I totally forgot that blue square. Okay, hold on. Yeah, right here. I thought you meant the chasm. I was like, that was a jump.
No.
No, the circle of death.
The fatal funnel.
Leon's more intelligent than that, though. He actually has a decent intelligence. I would say, yeah, he just runs through it like a dumbass, but he actually has a decent intelligence. Okay, yeah. So this is difficult terrain, so 5, 15, 25, 30 would put him here. And restraint checks. Pass. 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 Okay, so he's here. He's not restrained, but he's in the circle of death. The only thing he can do is cast a spell, maybe.
Welcome to the death square.
You know what? Leon's gonna healing word the bard. You have 3 hit points, Cyrus.
Alright, 3 hit, healing 3, sweetness.
And now it is your turn, which I need you to take poison damage real quick.
Son of a...
Ah.
It's I'm just feeling the indignant bard noises.
Oh, that was too many dice.
That is 14 poison damage.
Down.
You see the healing light from Leon's healing spell course through him and just like, and then the assassin vine just dig in deeper and the light goes from Cyrus's eyes and he just passes out.
From this my final breath, I curse you!
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus.
Not quite. You didn't even get that far.
Dramatic.
Inky, it is your turn.
All right. Inky. What can I do? Oh. Flaming sphere.
Okay.
Don't overkill the bard.
The bard is technically within this monster, so your choice.
So I'm
Well,
gonna place it.
Does it say whether people inside get hit or
Well,
not?
I think it's an area of effect, not like a area of effect. Give me a moment.
Because I know with like shambling mounds and like dragons and stuff, if you're technically in a gulf, like eaten or glommed, anything that happens on the outside doesn't affect you. But I don't know if that happens with vines.
This one is not inside the vines. He's more like being. It's kind of like if you got hit by a fireball, but you were giving somebody a bear hug.
It says
not pretty.
in an unoccupied space of your choice within range.
Yeah, but look at the area that it affects when it's active.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks to my monk in the original campaign he was in.
How about over here? Would this work for you, GM?
That's
Well, what's
that's
the
enough range.
AoE?
Give me a moment. Sorry, it's going back and forth between each thing. 5 feet.
Oh yeah, I know we're fine.
That'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember that's 5 feet around the ball.
All right.
3 flaming damage.
Okay.
Do you have to roll the hit?
No,
No.
it's automatic.
Weird.
I think they get a save though. Let me triple check something.
I don't have positive feelings for this. What?
I was just gonna do. I was also thinking about doing moonlight.
Okay. Flaming Sphere is a action to cast?
Yes.
Okay, then you can't cast anything unless it's specifically a bonus action.
Well, it's still a spell, and you can't double spell unless
it's
one's a cantrip.
Yeah, unless one's a cantrip.
Nope. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, we are.
And I'm gonna pass turn.
All right.
Oh, I don't like this implication of these other 2 words on this screen.
What?
Oh, you know.
Of course.
They start with vine and end with blight.
Oh no.
Not a very blight idea.
Oh, it's a save for half spell, Sterling.
Oh, fire.
Your character takes
Dex.
two fast damage for that one.
What's your spell modifier? It's what, dexterity save?
Dex save, yeah. It
Okay.
divines dex save.
Okay, well, it fails, and it takes half because of its resistance to fire anyway. Flaming
Well,
Sphere
I should-
doesn't look like it does as much damage as it should.
Well,
Fire?
it's a concentration spell, so you can keep rolling it around.
Yeah. I mean, it'll work on the.
So as a bonus action, you can move it around and ram things with it.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so can I, as a bonus action, move it to this vine blight
You don't know that Vine Blight's there,
yet?
so no.
No, I'm saying, like, could I?
In theory, yeah.
Later? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yes.
Also,
then.
Sterling, Flaming Spear is an ignite spell. It will ignite objects and flammable things.
Oh!
Okay. In that case...
It is a lighthouse.
In that case, the vines holding the cleric are lit on fire.
Holding the cleric? Don't you mean holding the bard?
No, those
No,
ones are...
no, actually the ones holding the bard are resistant to fire, and they are not caught on fire.
Son of a...
I'm sort of inclined to let them keep eating you because I can stabilize you, but if I heal you,
But
I
do you
feel like
want
you're just
to?
gonna get killed again.
Nicholas.
Okay, back to me. So, we have a fire in the northern corner.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the other vine monsters yet?
Yeah, you don't see the one behind the stairs. It hasn't gotten to your line of sight, but you do notice the one... Did you just do? What, baby?
I'm making this for mommy, and it says, I love you.
It's cool, baby.
And guess what's inside?
What's inside?
Some snacks for her.
Awesome.
For work. Whenever
You go
she
finish.
gets hungry.
Go finish coloring, okay?
Whenever she feels like when she's hungry, she can literally just have one of these snacks.
You're so sweet.
Oh.
Oh, oh, cuteness. This is real.
Okay, you do notice the blight that has appeared on the other side of the chasm. You just notice these vines start to like come on out and then take this humanoid shape.
Okay. Where I'm standing across the little black chasm thing, is that jump check required, or is that just crossable?
No, that's crossable.
Okay.
That one's kind of like just taking a really big step.
Mommy will love it now. Mommy will love this now because they put the apples in there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Go play.
I will go over here, and the big batch of vines in the back are on fire.
Yep.
Vine guy eating the bard. So I will whip out my small jewel and spin it in my hand and chuck out a ball of ice at the big plant.
Real quick, do you have 30 feet of movement or 40 feet?
Did I do 40 on that by accident?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I'm totally thinking of my other character.
I was like, that's Cross's movement.
Yep. Okay. Well then.
I was like, wait, this party's level 3. Nobody should have 40 feet of movement just yet.
Yeah.
It depends. There's some weird monks.
Yeah. Okay. Well then I'll move there and spin the gem.
Fucking tabaxi monks.
Tabaxi monks are probably just as
Yeah.
broke as Aarakocra monks.
And spinny. Is that thing still have vulnerability? I mean, a guiding bolt up on it?
Yeah, nobody's actually hit it with a non-guiding bolt spell yet.
You want an advantage? Take it.
21.
21 will hit.
All right, that's 15 ice damage.
Alright, you hit it with ice. And you feel like this orb should have done a lot of damage. And you hit it, and the vine doesn't seem as phased as it should be.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep angering the vine.
Maybe you'll just a favor and kill this bard.
Did the vine seem upset by Radiant?
It wasn't excited about it, but it wasn't expressly damaged by it. No.
All right, I am done with my moves.
Like, I'm asking because, like, it did the amount of damage we think it should.
Yes, you felt like that guiding
Okay.
bolt hit really well.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Lovely.
Asagrim.
Okay, do I need to make a strength? So who's it again?
Yes.
Okay. See how that goes. Then I have to actually do cleric things, don't I? Probably! Alright, I don't have to move though, so it's fine. I'll just be here.
Okay. You are restrained, but you can still
Cast.
cast stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, the life of a spellcaster. How far away are you? Totally cool! Let's see. Nobody else looks damaged. I'd feel happier if the bard were less dead.
Would you really, though?
I don't know, a bit, maybe. Maybe. I could just let him die horribly. Alright, let's see what this is. Okay. Let's see if I can throw a little bit of help at you so that maybe... No, that's not gonna be enough, is it? You're just gonna get slapped with poison. If they're stabilized... They can't get overkilled, right?
Yes, they can. You'll cause him to start making death saves if he takes damage.
Fine. Then I have to do this, and then I'm gonna fucking run more out of healing spells. Let's see.
Alright.
Alright, that's... Yeah, take 8, and then,
I've not been on the right screen this entire time.
let's... Let's throw some more. I'm gonna throw that at the big vine.
Okay. 14. That is a no.
Alright, then that's 4 necrotic.
Okay. That wrong
And
number.
I guess the vine now. Go on, vine.
Parts of the vine are starting to fall off. It's looking pretty beat up for, beating up a plant. It's looking a little hurt.
So wait, I heal. So wait, she
healed
is healing
you.
more towards me, right?
Yep.
Oh
she healed
wait,
you
no,
for-
no, I get. Hold on. Okay, I was gonna say that's my peak, but you're dead. So if anybody's dead, I auto heal you for the max I can.
And that was the max, so yeah, 8.
Yep. So you take 8. Be less
Alright.
dead.
All right, 8 healing. Apply changes. I'm alive.
As she... What word do you say to heal him? I'm just curious. Or do you just meow at his face?
I think I pray.
Alright.
It's probably not. It's decidedly not in common. It's celestial, I believe, for Raven Queen.
Okay. Okay. You just hear this prayer, and Sirius's eyes start to flutter open as he realizes he's being eaten by a fucking plant.
Yeah, again.
Oh my god, I was in the heavens. I was being fed so much heavenly drink. It's like, oh my god, I've been being strangled.
It is the Assassin Vine's turn.
My box I made for mommy. Look, Daddy.
I was like, Mom, could you just return his soul a little
Daddy,
bit,
what
please?
is that black thing? Is that the monster?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
The creeping vine is just gonna start moving forward, dragging Sirius with it.
Why is it so black?
It is going to decide to let go of Sirius. And is going to make an attack towards Leon. That's a natural 20. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill people today.
Yeah.
Fucking.
12. That is 16 points of damage.
It's a good day to be a grave cleric, apparently.
Daddy, I did it.
Alright. Leon is grappled
Daddy, where did
and
Starburst?
just took 16 points of
Where did
bludgeoning
you get
damage.
Starburst? Daddy, where did you get
That is
Starburst?
some kind of reach.
It has 20-foot reach.
It is made of vines, I guess, yeah.
Where did you get Starburst? Tell me.
I got them at work. I don't have any more.
I want Starburst.
I don't have any, baby. Where's your Halloween bag?
Mom, did it.
Alright, I'll ask Mommy in a few minutes where it is, okay?
I'll go find it. Probably.
Probably. Just don't make a mess.
Okay.
Okay. The vine has that. Sirius, you are no longer being grappled.
Woohoo!
But Leon is being grappled. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
No, yeah.
Oh no!
It is. Leon can't make the check to escape until it's his turn. It is Xhoaras' turn. Xhoaras, seeing that happening, is going to...
Probably be like, oh, shit.
Ray of Frost. Yeah, that's a 16 to hit. That hits. Which is not going to be as good as he wants it to be, but these are these. What a D8. Yeah. And that's 8 damage. Boom. Alright. Yeah, that's all Xhoaras can do. Rondo,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Nothing else to do. But that.
That just hits.
That
Yeah.
pleases me.
Alright, some damage time. Sick.
Alright, 6 points of force damage. Lovely.
You come help me.
Hold on, baby. I'm busy doing something. Give me 1 second.
Every time she interrupts, you take a piece of candy away.
And I move back.
You can wait a
That's
second.
it.
Okay?
Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that Spanish?
What, this?
The language.
Yeah, that's all in English.
No, the one up there. It says Isur. I don't know what that says,
Leon von Hector de Sola. That's Mommy's character.
but
Some of it.
Aw.
Such a sweet little girl.
Such a sweetheart.
candy.
At least our
Well,
at least
I
our
don't know what the
bard
candy
isn't
is. I have
dead
to ask-
anymore.
I have to ask Mommy.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, true. But
Ask Mommy on your phone.
he can do more damage when he's not dead.
Wait, is that baby Puss in Boots?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Is that baby Puss in Boots?
This is the only way to save Leon's life, and God, I hope it works. Because...
Candy.
Hold on, baby. It is now Leon's turn. He's got to take the poison damage.
Mommy's a
Hmm.
mommy.
Oh, no.
Oh god, that's not good.
Yeah.
Put my dice down.
Fine.
I know it's fun. Put them down. I don't need to give these guys any more of a heart attack than I already am.
Stress
She
levels
rolled for
are
you.
high enough, little girl.
Is Leon dead?
Even with using his reaction to absorb elements to absorb the poison damage. Yep.
Let me guess. 1.
Leon tries to absorb as much poison into his body as he can and just... Not
So is
enough.
Leon dead, or just
Just
make it
unconscious.
roll?
Making
Okay.
rolls. He's unconscious.
2 and 4.
But if somebody revives him before his next turn, he does have poison damage on his next attack. Cirrus, it is now your turn.
Hey.
Oh right, Sirius is going to just bolt this way, just like whoop, 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 whoop. Just get the hell away from this damn thing.
Okay.
Hold
on.
Okay, I just want to double
Attack
check
of
the range on this thing.
Attack of
okay,
opportunity.
good.
Are you
Freaking serious.
It misses.
Okay, thank God.
I
Okay,
forgot the magic words. I disengage.
ugh, thank you. Okay, so Leon is being strangled by
Please
this
stop
thing,
rolling
right?
all my dice. She is literally going through my chest and rolling all the dice.
Oh my God, she's giving me a panic attack.
No,
Okay,
no, she's rolling
alright.
out all the criticals. We're good.
I'm not even using these dice. This isn't even the set I'm using.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so
Roll for the villain.
Wait it, guys.
Stop.
okay,
But I want to
That's
do
alright.
more.
Baby, stop.
I want to do it There's another triangle.
She wants to kill you guys with D4s.
Triangle.
If she had to choose one, at least it's D4s.
Triangle.
It could have been like, all right, why don't you use the D12, D16?
D20s of damage.
We do not do D20s of damage.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So you said. All right. So you said Leon's the one that's being strangled by this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
And we're dead.
Oh jeez. Okay. So looking over the fact that Leon is that Leon is being strangled. That Leon is being strangled, and as a bonus action, he's just going to start strumming his lute and just be like, "You've already tried to take another. You're not going to take another from me," and just starts strumming a tune, healing word on Leon.
All right.
As a bonus action.
Daddy.
All right, Leon,
Hey.
heals up.
As 6.
Daddy.
Okay.
Solid.
Solid 6. Like it.
Come through.
What do
It's a
you?
lot
Alright.
better than none.
Oh my god, I have
Oh,
a child here who's just like.
She is
She's
so
precious.
I want to have those two squares. Have those two squares. Wait.
All right.
Okay,
All right, and then as an action, because I want to try to get him to try to, to just tack on the damage to try to free Leon. I'm just gonna take out a card and just be like, you know what killed the dinosaurs as well as as well as vines? The Ice Age. Card throw.
And it's obvious.
Okay.
And it's obviously 2.
Wait, did you mean to hit Vicious Mockery?
Obviously 20.
Why did I hit Vicious Mockery? I meant to hit card throw.
I would have done Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, dude. Vicious Mockery is way better.
let him play as he wanted to play and let him play.
19. Obviously.
And you know what? Let's just go ahead and go with Vicious Mockery. Forget it. Screw it.
Obviously.
Who knows? It
Do-
might actually work that well.
Yeah, actually might.
Or yes.
I don't know.
Obviously.
DC of 14. Wisdom save.
Alright, he fails.
Obviously.
Yes! 1 point of psychic damage.
Come on.
At least they're not.
Oh.
At least it's not resistance.
It's looking like
Maybe we should move.
it's really chill with elemental damage. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Daddy,
This
are
is
you
pretty
ready for
alright.
Something.
I don't know. Fire's doesn't seem to hurt it, so I thought maybe ice might have. But hell, I'm gonna do the Vicious Mockery.
Did you
So-
miss
No,
Did you miss the last 2 attacks that only did half damage?
Yeah, with ice.
Oh.
That's all I can do.
Yes, the answer is yes. He missed
Daddy,
that
this
conversation.
is actually mine.
That is yours. Why is it in my box?
Alright.
Oh no.
Stop.
Inky, I think it's you.
It is Inky. I'm trying to fight a child over playing with things she shouldn't be playing with right
I
now.
want to die.
Alright, I'm thinking.
Oh, it was 11. See. Up 1. 3.
I'm not sure if it's going through the mic, but my mother-in-law's speaking and the fire alarm's going off.
Oof.
I don't hear anything.
Oh.
Sterling,
it's
you gotta
fine,
have the
that's me.
conversation that we had where if something isn't yours, you have to ask before you touch it. That's the importance of consent.
I'm going to move the flaming sphere right.
I will counter that argument
Here?
with children cannot consent. So.
No, you have to consent. Because if she grabs your stuff and you didn't
Michelle.
say it's okay, that's
Michelle.
not consent.
I will give you a couple dice if you go away.
And
Can you give me permission to move the sphere around?
You are not. Fine, take my dice tower. You're not taking the entire box. Go. Okay, what are you doing, Inky?
Okay, can you give me control of the flaming sphere?
Where do you want it to go? So I don't know if I can actually give control of the. Yeah, I can.
You can?
There you go.
There we go, that's much better.
Yoink the sphere.
Put it right here. Try to keep it from coming over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll damage for it. And you just let more of the vines holding the poor cleric lady.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
We'll see how that goes in a minute.
Oh,
This is it. I had it. There it is.
good.
No!
I'm taking it off.
Oh my god.
I'm taking it off.
Alright.
8 fire damage.
Alright, have
Don't
4.
be nice.
Okay, what else you got?
And I have a.
Where you
Let's
go?
see. Ray Frost doesn't seem to work.
You could always attack the Vine Blight.
I could.
It's like right by your elbow, and I don't know. That's very close.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me move. Can I change that damage to be over here instead?
The 8. I don't think you can move the sphere that far. Can
Within
you?
60 Yeah, within 60 feet.
Oh!
How far can the flaming sphere go though?
Within 60 feet of me.
Oh no, that's
No,
where
that's
you
to
can cast it. How far can you move
How
it?
far can you move it? Those are two very different numbers.
That's a very good question. I'm
Give me 1
sorry,
second, I
I'm
can
taking
tell you. 30 feet of movement.
Oh, then yes, I
Then I
think.
should be fine.
You should be able to.
Then I'll be fine. Okay. Move it right here. And
That'll
the
do.
Vine Blight will take the 8 damage instead.
Screw you, Vine Blight. And Sirius feels warm.
Yeah, Sirius just sees a ball of glowing fire running at him and he's just like, oh shit, what's going on now?
It's like I just survived the vines thing. This is.
Not okay.
Has the world gone mad? He's like, I can't see anything except this fire.
The Vine Blights, technically being plants and not resistant to death,
Not resistant to
Yeah.
death.
they are actually caught on fire.
Oh. Oh.
So they are going to take a d6 of damage at the end of their turn. But not before it tries to attempt to constrict Inky.
Oh no. It's gonna try and eat you again.
That's a 10, that misses.
Woo!
This Vine Blight's going to move forward. It's got a 10-foot range. It can reach Leon, but it can't reach anybody else. And they're not.
Stay over there.
And they're not that intelligent, so
Good, landed on that.
that one's done. This one is just gonna move closer here.
When will they learn that the smoke alarm is not a cooking timer?
You know, they never will. Nicholas.
Does he
Alright.
take a d6 of damage too because on fire?
Yes.
Sterling, important question.
only one
The
damage.
crevasses, here, I'll make a movement trail. Give me 1 second. It's like, are those check ones?
The one directly in front of you would be a check, yes. The one further,
Okay.
that's a quick
Then
jump.
I will attempt to cross it. But before I do, I look over at our Goliath and I'm like, you do the icy, wooju, watery stuff. Can you put out the one fire? And then I start running.
Okay. As
Alright,
you run by, you just see him nod his head.
Nice.
Alright. Oh, fuck.
All right. So
Buy me dinner first.
you make it over this first crevice, and your foot catches, and you trip and fall. So that costs you 10 feet of movement. So you have 20 feet after this.
Alright.
Didn't he just
Oh,
move
that's
20?
right.
Like that, technically he just moved 10 feet.
So this point here is 10 feet.
Alright.
So this will be 15.
Oh!
20, 25, 30. So basically you have 3 more squares after this.
Alright, so I got 15 left?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh!
Stop screaming. You can, or I'm going to take my dice back.
Is that one a check 2 or dash?
No, this one was just a quick step over.
Okay,
This
and
one's fine.
then I will dash over here. Yep, I will dash to there.
Alright.
Alright, I'm done.
Asagrim.
Requisite strength save just to see if it happens. Hey,
You are free.
sweet. I can move out of here.
You can.
I probably should do so. This is an evil place. Nope. Getting out of that. And then let's see what I got.
Ah,
Are people still looking really dicey? Like how dicey is Leon looking?
Leon is looking like less than 10%.
So that's a solid not well.
It's a solid not well.
Rightio.
Especially since he's still being grappled by the vine.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be a good time. Let's see if I can just tack a little bit more healing onto there. That's 7 more.
Okay.
And then I can still keep throwing radiant at this thing because screw you, plant. Sorry, it's necrotic, but still.
All
Screw
right.
you, plant.
So 14.
I had a nick for every time I yelled that.
That saves. So it takes 40.
Okay.
No, Total Dead is all or nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It resists the tolling of death.
Well, at least Leon's less dead now.
That is true.
That
But
pleases
not by
me.
much.
The Assassin Vine. The intelligence is so low on these things. As soon as it thinks it killed somebody, it lets go. So it lets go of Leon. It's gonna move 5 feet and then grab Nicholas. Or 10
Oh, great.
That is a 13 to hit Nicholas.
Nope.
Okay. It goes to shoot at the vine, and you just like dodge out of the way. You're just like, nope, no, don't touch me, don't touch me.
You nimbly bimblied away.
Nimbly bimbly. That's all it can do. Xhoaras is going to take the advice of Nicholas and is going to snowball. Let me make sure I get this right. 5-foot radius of the sphere. Okay, yeah. He's just gonna focus the snowball in the center of the plant and
Like-
hit that
like
thing
here?
a lot.
Okay.
He's just gonna hit the plant directly. Because it's not gonna be able to hit multiple targets, unfortunately.
Maybe it was the assassin plant I was thinking of.
Okay. So that is 11 points of cold damage. And a save of 12. Nope. So, math.
So mad.
All the math.
The flames that were started right here are being put out. But there are still flames over here that...
Oh man.
I have an extra, extra cantrip because I'm land He's on a circle land druid, and I couldn't figure out which one to get.
Man.
Sir Arando.
How tall is your character, Brave?
In this
Oh, you
form,
can-
taller than you.
Yeah, but also we're characters, we don't take up the whole 5 feet. You can see around me.
Okay.
You can
Alright.
step over her. Then she'll trip you over because she's a cat.
She can't cast in her cat form, so once she started casting, she reverted back.
Yep.
Oh, well, this guy is a little too close, so I'm gonna give him some Eldritch.
Alright. Hey, Eldritch Splash. Alright, that hits.
That's an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
Oh, he is so lucky. 2 out.
that is too ouch.
2 points of ouch juice. Alright.
This combat brought to you by Ouch Juice.
Basically. Oh,
Which
I
is
wish,
tagline.
I wish Leon had his
Hold on.
wings.
Bard.
Got a tagline?
Leon brave enough to do it. Yeah, no dexterity. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Nicholas.
No, I thought Red was trying to say something.
I was waiting for the tagline part of the
Oh, the ouch juice. Yeah, ouch juice. Far inferior to Ray's energy drink.
This is true. Alright. Oh, I'm either gonna kill Leon right now, or this is gonna be fucking awesome.
Are you gonna try and jump over the thing?
Yeah, he's doing it. Okay.
Please
Good.
be athletic.
He is athletic, thank God. This is all the movement to do this. For the love of God, don't fuck me on this. That is enough. Holy shit. Okay.
Whew. That would be a long fall.
The DC for this would have been like a 15, and it was a 15. I was like, oh. Leon
Really?
jumps this crevice
Mm.
and is going to cast Thunderwave. And that's his last spell slot.
Good life choices.
I mean, he's a half spellcaster. Like, really doesn't matter. Assassin Vine passes, Vine Blight fails. Thunderwave. Make sure it's half damage and not something stupid. Half as much and is not pushed. Vine Blight is pushed 10 feet? Alright,
Oh god, it
would
falls
be,
in the hole.
It does. So dexterity to see if it saves. It does not save. The Vine Blight falls 50 feet down. Taking its damage.
I think it does. I hope it does.
It's not enough to kill it. Oh wait, no, I need to add 2 more to that.
What now? I will.
That is just enough to kill it. That's hilarious. Alright.
Yes.
Vine Blight fell through the hole. It is dead.
Haha.
Bleh.
So you just had the first floor and the
It fell through the
Floor
first
and,
floor
uh,
and then just kept going all the way back down to where the original floor was, 50 feet below, and it went.
wow.
Alright, so Thunderwave worked, and that is half thunder damage to the assassin. Yeah. Doesn't have a bonus action cantrip, so that's all he can do. But that was epic as fuck. So,
Yeah, it was.
Cirrus. Cirrus.
Mark boy.
Sorry, I forgot I was still on mute, just because I didn't want any sound to be picked up. Sirius is
Thank
gonna.
God.
Shut it. Alright, Ceres is gonna look at this plan and just be like, look at this! Look at this! You had me, you had somebody else, and it fell from your grasp! What can I say, buddy? Welcome to the jungle! Vicious mockery.
Go for it.
Booyah!
It's
Hey,
3.
you're getting better.
Getting better at the mocking. That is wisdom. That is a fail.
wisdom.
That is a failure.
Yeah! 3 damage, baby!
All right. It is looking really, really hurt.
And then with that, I'm just going to take bonus action dash. I'm just going to just go right over to here just to dash. Get the frick away from him, because I have nothing that I can do that's a bonus action.
All right.
I really shake my head in disapproval as Sirius runs away from the helpless cleric that's being set on fire.
I don't have anything that can heal him. I've used all my spell slots.
You could
Welcome to early
get her
game
out of the
combats.
fire.
Welcome to early game. No, he already said he's running. We're moving on. Inky, it's your turn.
Christ.
And he bravely runs away.
Brave Sir Robin, brave Sir Robin.
I'm gonna move the flaming
Are you
sphere.
done stealing my dice?
I need one more color, and this color. I need all these.
You're just stealing my blue set? And can I have my other sets back?
I have it right on top of this guy. Right
Of course you can't.
Why would you put yourself in it?
Hold on.
Because I'm resistant to
I need
fire.
all 4 of them.
You know you could
Go
just
ahead and
move.
okay. Go ahead and roll the damage and make your save for that.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. There.
Which
Put it right
one
there.
is that?
God.
He actually couldn't. He actually couldn't
got-
move because he's actually constricted. No, he's not. He didn't get constricted. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, talk me to actually making good decisions. How
This
dare you?
child.
Oh,
This is D&D.
hey, wait, no. If Inky's trying to ram it with the spear, it gets our deck save to see if the spear actually rolls into its safe space. I also just sit next to it.
That's nice. Okay, it's 2d6.
What's the deck save?
If
Like-
you want to ram it,
Yeah, it still gets a deck save if he tries to ram it.
No, I'm just gonna move it right there.
It has to be in the space next to it. It can't occupy the same space unless you choose a ram.
yeah.
Yeah, so
it's-
I read the rules and I'm like, oh well, I gotta move it right there. No, I'm not gonna ram it. I'm just gonna move it right there.
No, it has to ram if it occupies the same space.
yeah. So
It's
it's not, we're not
it's
ramming.
not
We're good.
gonna occupy the same space. I'm just gonna move one space behind it, so that I'm outside the sphere of death.
I just thought technically it was the whole sphere,
No.
No,
not just the little middle bit.
no. That little middle bit is the sphere, and the 5 feet outside of it is like the heat radiating
5
off
damage.
of it.
Okay.
Okay, now it makes more sense to me. The map didn't update when you removed it. That's why.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of problems with that lately. I don't know if anyone else has, like where the map's not fully updating.
I have Pro, so I'm literally getting no problems whatsoever out of it. But that's me. But that's just because I decided to throw money in my problems. Okay, 5 damage, because it fails its save. Alright.
All I'm imagining is Sterling viciously throwing quarters at people that cause him issues.
Okay.
I may or may not have done that before, but we're not... Okay, it is going to attempt to constrict you again, because you're the closest thing to it.
Oh, it's gonna.
Nope. My daughter took the dice that was rolling good, so now I'm rolling the shitty dice over here.
Yes.
Alright, Vine Blights are done. Back to Nicholas.
Alright, I will step there and I will reach out and grab this vine.
The Assassin Vine or the vines from the...
The assassin vine.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out and do that. I got a 9.
That
Talk
does,
about bad rolls.
that does not hit.
Okay. Well, I'll try to touch it.
And Xhoaras is not close enough to affect that. So.
Yep. And yeah, I'll take another step. So that is all my actions.
Kid, I need one of my D6s. Which one has 6 sides? Give it here. I need it.
You need.
I just need one of them right now. Thank you.
She can't count that low.
Okay. Oh no, she can count to 100. She's 5.
Oh.
And loves math shows and all kinds of fun shit. Okay, Nicholas, Shocking Grass failed. Osagrim. Asa,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay.
My murder kitty.
Oh, I lost! We lost!
What is she doing?
She's rolling dice and pretending she's doing what I'm doing.
I lost it! I lost!
What'd you lose?
Okay, now it's starting to hurt my ears.
Boo Boo, stop screaming.
I have to get
Alright.
to win. I got 20.
I'm sorry.
Fuck it, let's do it again.
Ah, stupid!
Shh.
Stupid!
Stop it. Alright,
22?
yeah, that hits.
Alright,
a lot of
11
damage.
radiant.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And then,
Joy